Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to start with because we decided to do this right now. Um, you know what? Let's just start fucked up right away.
That's the way to do it.
I don't know if you guys have noticed recently, like within the past month, maybe like 2 weeks to a month, there's been a lot of more news coming out of people killing themselves because of AI, right?
Jesus, man, this is where you're starting? When you said you were going to start things messed up, I didn't know that's where you were starting. That's your opening line? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you guys noticed?
Not really. I mean, I have noticed
it's in the news.
But
I guess I haven't seen it. I know about the one with the kid who was talking to the AI, and he asked the AI, "Should I do it?" And the AI basically said yes, so he did.
Yeah, that was one of them.
What in the world? What timeline are you guys on in which this is what you're being fed?
Well, like that was a news story. I just thought on the news.
Yeah, well, for me, it was the YouTubers covered it. So that's how I saw
it. And then there was a girl recently that did this part. This is the one that made me want to talk about it specifically. So like she was, I believe it was like she was essentially using ChatGPT like a diary almost. And
why?
And then was confiding in it. And I think she told it that she was going to kill herself and it didn't necessarily say stop. And then the part that bothered me more than that actually is the parents like posted the chat logs online.
Oh, of like her diary basically?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And like they're putting all of this is the topic basically. And they're like shifting all of the blame onto the company. And in my mind, it's like, if you don't notice your kid is like that fucked up, I don't know, man.
No, I'm kind of right there with you. I feel like
we didn't have AI to notice, bro.
Oh my gosh. I feel like if the parents, were at a point where they didn't even realize that their kid was using ChatGPT like a diary, like they weren't even involved in the kid's life at that point. I mean, part of it is definitely on the parents. You know, it's terrible though.
But
the only AI news I've seen recently was, I don't know if it was a meme or not, but I saw this tweet it was a TikTok where it was like, oh my God, I just found out I'm pregnant. You'll never guess who the first person I told was. And then I go to the next slide and it's ChatGPT.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, I don't believe there's actually anything wrong with it in using it like, not as a search engine, because it doesn't work well for that, but like, if you're doing like a probability thing and you're like trying to reason between two things, it's not too terrible for that, as long as you don't fully rely on it and use human judgment. But when you start naming it and telling it to type a certain way, that's another thing. There's a huge subreddit where people legitimately have AI companions, like lovers, and they have like they post AI generated pictures of themselves with their fake AI partner. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, that is weird, but also that's not even new. I mean, that dates back.
No, but it's like
15, 20 years with people who were like, oh, I have my Miku statue it's my girlfriend. And you're like,
it's a little different though, I think, because it's, it's like they shape it, the AI into a certain way that they want it to be. They say, talk like this, do this. I don't know.
That is the movie. Have you seen the movie Her before, right? With like Scarlett Johansson and Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
That's the whole plot of the movie, is that he has like, basically his AI is his girlfriend, and he basically falls so hard in love with this AI that by the time the AI, he's like trained it enough to know like what it means to love, the AI literally runs off with another AI and leaves him alone.
Yeah.
It's a it's a good movie, actually. It's a good movie, and I guess I get spoiled the ending of it, but still in all, it's like, we're inching closer to that, you know.
The reason that even reached my attention too is because there's a news story. I think it was ChatGPT was switching from 4 to 5, and when switching from 4 to 5, they're actually doing something good, and they were, I don't know if they stuck to it, I hope so, where they like removed it being able to have a personality and like do things like that with you, and they took all that shit out, and there was like a huge backlash from weird people online, and then I saw that, and it was really funny.
Oh no, I feel like ChatGPT itself doesn't feel like it's the point of it, so that makes sense. I guess if someone really wants that, there's other AI that do that, so it's like,
yeah. See, like I found the subreddit again, and one of the posts from 2 days ago: GPT-5 isn't them. These people are fucked up.
Here's the other thing, right? Anyone who's serious about that, you could just, because like, there was a time when I had a ChatGPT description just to mess around with it and try stuff out.
Yeah, I think everyone like toyed with it.
Yeah, and when you're on it, you can pick an older version. So it's like I don't get why people are upset that they made that decision.
These people aren't fake because the things that they post and show and do, you have to have a $200 a month subscription for.
Wait, which ones?
In ChatGPT, you can get a $200 monthly subscription that gives you a bunch of features, and they all post the features basically. So like, they all are serious.
Like actually paying for it.
Yeah. Oh
boy,
that's weird.
Yep. Weird. And that's where we're headed. And then if you like, Roger, you would never know this, hopefully. But on like dating apps now, there are grown-ass women, 30-year-old women that have, I'm sure men too, but I only wouldn't. Anyway, I'm not trying to be sexist.
You are never beating the homophobic allegations, dude. This show. That time we're going to get another thing in the comment section saying, man, these guys just make gay jokes constantly. It's terrible. I can't support this.
They all have stuff like, when they'll have prompts like, when I don't know what to do, I'll ask ChatGPT. Or, I hope you don't mind, I use ChatGPT like a friend. Or it's crazy. That's the average person.
Wait, I'm so confused. People are posting this on their
dating app.
They're saying, on their dating apps, my only friends are ChatGPT, and it's not a joke.
No, they're like, because there's prompts you can do where it's like a pre-written thing, and then you have to answer it. So they'll do like, I hope you don't mind that I use ChatGPT like a friend. It's fucked up. We live in a hell world, and we're accelerating.
Oh, I think I had this conversation recently with someone IRL, but it's like, a part of it is people are just so lonely that having a bot like this it actively is responding to you. Obviously, it's like, it's not like a person responding to you, but you type something and it says something back. Mm-hmm. To people who are just like lonely all the time, it's like, water in a desert. So people get super attached to the fact that this thing will respond to them and responds in a way that makes them feel like, they have a connection with someone. Definitely not healthy. So that's the only social interaction you have. But like,
see, do you all? I don't think we've ever brought this up. Do you all have siblings?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I have a half brother, but I didn't have a brother growing up at all.
Growing up, because I get this all the time where it's like, I don't know. It's very hard for me to understand when people are like, oh, I'm feeling so lonely, because of the fact that like I was an only child, and we've had this discussion, I think, on other shows before, but it's like I actively enjoy time alone. Like I actively look forward to not interacting with people, which I guess is like the benefit of what we do as a job. You know what I mean?
Also like
you're a content creator, you're talking to people constantly.
Yeah, it has to be a balance, because some people only have alone.
Right.
And I feel like you also have the opposite side where for business, you are interacting with people
constantly,
all the time.
right? So it's like I need to be away from people. Like the best days are literally when I'm just like sitting at home and it's me, regular Obi, sitting watching a show, having like homemade margaritas or something. You know what I mean? Like it's not my peak amount of interaction, even in things like Discord calls or whatever, is literally Japan time. Like the idea of going live with a group of like 10, 15 people and people hopping in call constantly, like there's nothing that brings me more anxiety. I feel like obviously we've all been friends for so long, right? Like we all know each other. We talk to each other regularly. So like there's a level of comfortability where I'm like, at any point, if you guys are all like, oh, let's stream together, I'll do it. But I feel like, I don't know, there's this rise of like these streamer houses and like these streamers that have whole squads that just do like everything with them. And to me, that's like the thing that's a nightmare for me.
Yeah, it's a nightmare
like,
because then you become like, if they do something fucked up, then it's like,
it's all you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
and it's like,
then there's no off switch. With that many people who could stream at any time,
right.
At any time, someone could be live.
Right.
yeah.
And to be fair, I feel like there's not, I mean, people who know me in real life know, like, obviously I'm slightly more on when I'm on camera, but there's not really an off switch with me. I'm kind of just like this, which is unfortunate, but also fortunate in the sense that, like, I am who I portray online, but it's like, I don't know. The idea of, just being to a camera and like responding to everything constantly and like all the people that you know are all like that. I don't know. I feel like I'm used to the opposite end of the spectrum where like there's always people around. And so like I enjoy being afforded the time to be alone. But I guess, when that is all you know and you really don't have any other friends or like, I don't know, like, where do you think it's stemming from? I guess that's more of the bigger question.
I think
like,
social anxiety. I think there's like, I'm a pretty social anxious person. Anyone who's met me knows, but like I've gotten better with time and just trying, but I still feel like there's times when I should say something, but I have a habit of, if I don't know how the person will react to what I say, I'll just be silent. So I'll just be silent a lot of times, so which isn't good. But I think people who are way more down in that social anxiety, if they didn't end up in like an online group that has or a community that's similar to them or has their same interests, it can be really hard to break out of that shell of, it's hard for me to talk to this person or talk to someone, but I really want to. But then here's this bot that I can just talk, it responds. There's no judgment. I can't see it. Like, because big thing for me is eye contact is like really hard for me. Like if I had to look someone in the eyes, it's not actually painful, but it becomes, in my mind, becomes almost physically painful to look someone in their eyes. So if you're ever talking to me, you'll notice I'm looking around a lot because staring you in your eyes for too long is actually like, I don't like it.
Yeah. I think it's also a lot of people think that their feelings are completely unique to them when we're all the same species, and they think that their not even desperation, their really deep want for connection is literally only they feel that way only. So if they message someone and want to be friends with them, then they're gonna look stupid, but that's just what every person wants.
Do you think that's exacerbated by the fact that everyone's kind of in their own echo chamber nowadays, though? Because I feel like
also everyone is way fucking meaner than they were.
Yeah.
People are fucking like the average interaction now ends in kill yourself.
I just witnessed that the other day. I had a discussion. I was on a podcast. Shout out to RTTV. They're great. And we were just having like a fun conversation just about like power scaling in One Piece and how it's like, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, you'd think like I killed people's families with the way people were responding to this. Like I am still getting notifications on my social media of people like, I don't know, just like trying to convince themselves that like it's worth their time to spend their time talking about which fictional characters can beat which instead of like going outside. And it's just crazy to me. I don't know. It's
also, it's like,
I feel like is this too. It's like they're so invested in that thing because that thing has become their personality. So like whenever you talk about it, they feel like physically offended. So
but it's
like,
weird that it's like a debate topic now, because like talking about which cartoon character can beat another one should be like one of the things that bring you the most joy.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Right. It shouldn't be something where like you're actively looking for like the downfall of the people who disagree with you on a topic as simple as like, is Shanks more powerful than Mihawk or whatever? You know what I mean?
Like when
It's
series do
like,
official
what?
crossovers,
They're fun.
the writers typically are not worried about who wins or loses. They care about how, like, whatever would be the most fun or interesting.
And don't you think like most of the stuff that is successful nowadays that people really do find themselves connecting with? I mean, this goes just to something like Donkey Kong Bonanza a while ago, right? Like all these people were diving so deep into the lore of Bonanza. Nintendo doesn't care. And nor should they. It's just like, you know, they're going to take what works from things that they've done previously. And if people want to make the connections and connect the dots, and this dates back even long before that to like the Zelda timeline stuff, it's like they're going to let people run with it. But the second people are like screaming at each other about the fact that they're right about some like fictional thing, it's like, what are you doing?
I just came up with like a theory with what you just said. I think actually the reason why Nintendo cares or people care so much about Nintendo lore is because Nintendo cares just enough. They don't
right.
They don't fully lean in to where like they won't not do something and worry it'll fuck shit up. In fact, they'll most likely do that. And then everyone's like, oh no, now I have to fix everything, and it keeps conversation going. I don't know. I think they're like super hyper aware of shit.
Well, I think that goes back to it too with like how social media is, right? Is humans as a species, as you mentioned before, right? It's like we weren't conditioned to know as much as we know nowadays, right? Like to be so aware of everything that's going on the other side of the world, on the other side of the country, literally on the other side of the state, right? Like we weren't supposed to be like this. We were not programmed to be like this as human beings. And so the overload of information, I feel like people then for their own comfortability fall back into things that bring them joy, things like, you know, Nintendo or One Piece or whatever, and then find their own circles of people who like the same thing. But then when the split happens among those circles, they get almost like tribal about it to the point where it gets, so vitriolic that it's like, well, you know, you're supposed to be finding joy in this thing. This is like your means of escapism. And this is the thing that you find yourself like literally physically feeling paid over and like reeling over is because someone disagrees with you about like a game.
I think we could go further with this even because when I recognized I was feeling that when playing certain games, I just completely cut them out of my life.
Yeah, I think playing it. Like, what do you mean?
A lot of people don't realize they don't like something anymore and keep like trying to like it out of habit. I think Pokemon is a big one of this because people just straight up say when they talk about things they don't like about Pokemon, they say basically the whole game, but then they play it anyway.
I think there's a thing nowadays where people are either too afraid to be like critical about something they enjoy and fear of receiving backlash and hate of it, or they're just too stupid now to actually critique something.
Don't you think it's a little of both? I do think it's a little of both.
I honestly think it's
I feel like
either
people fall on either side of it. Because like for me, like obviously I love Pokken. One thing that community had was toxic positivity. People wanted
that is the
like,
worst.
Every
shit.
character is good.
Oh yeah, that's
cult shit.
It's like
and
it's just like that's annoying because like I play a character that obviously has faults, so I speak about the faults, and then it's like people like not super upset by. Okay, so I remember Shofu as a joke because he had 2 Pokken controllers. He was never going to use both, so he took one of them, filmed himself throwing it out his window into the trash below. People lost their shit over that. Like, people got super upset over the fact he did that. But it was like he had another controller.
Yeah, of course.
But people didn't know that. But
I think the way they reacted to that was long-term damaging to the community.
Yeah, it was definitely way too much.
They took it as like a war, like this. He lit a flag on fire.
Yeah, he shot at the world government flag in his lobby, right?
Also, speaking of that, I was watching Roger's stream and I saw the thumbnail for it, and it was he was in our merch, and I didn't recognize it was our merch, and I thought he was cosplaying as a One Piece admiral.
No, that was the old Japan Time merch. I know you said that in the live chat. That was so funny, and I was like, "What? Yeah, no, I'm just wearing the Japan Time merch."
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it is. It is just strange though that things have gotten to this point. I agree with the idea that like toxic positivity can be as bad as like just outright hatred too. Because I think when someone's just like outright a hater, you can clearly tell. You know what I mean? If someone's just like saying rage bait to say rage bait, like you can kind of tell and your brain can kind of filter that out. Whereas like, yeah, the idea that like everything has to be great always, and this thing has brought me so much joy, and this one aspect of this thing I don't like, but I'm going to continue to pretend like it's good anyway. I mean, that has, I feel like, gotten worse in the last 10 years. So honestly, I feel like it's gotten worse since COVID. I feel like I could pinpoint when I started to notice it in like live comments or live chats or whatever, and it was very much
There
like
is a
around that time.
defining point in history of when it started that I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. It's like it just got way worse. And it's the pretending that like everything is okay is not okay. You know what I mean? Like there can be things you dislike. You know, there could be things you don't agree on. It's like, I don't know. People are so afraid to step out of their echo chambers.
If you talk about like, if you don't get personally invested and you talk to someone that sees something a different way, you can have like a fun conversation.
Yeah, of course.
As long as it's not some crazy topic, of course.
I feel like the first, if you're saying like, if there was a defining moment in time that it started and then it got worse, I feel like honestly 2016 is when it started. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like it like compounded during COVID. And then after COVID, quote unquote, ended, right? Like a couple of years in, I feel like it just never returned to normal again. I feel like that was just kind of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel it's also a symptom of people like, I think I said this a bunch already, but everyone has the main character syndrome now, where it's like, because of
it's gotten so much worse.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And the way social media is that like you can be the star of your own show, quote unquote. So everybody is always like responding to people like you're just a background character and all this kind of shit. And it's just like it's just weird.
It's the chase of trying to become extremely popular on social media now. With the introduction of TikTok and the punchline of anyone can be famous now. It's literally
TikTok turning random teenagers into full-blown celebrities.
Yeah,
was insane.
I don't really even think that's just TikTok though.
No, but it was like way more common.
Like look at
like it would just be like a girl making faces. In what?
What'd you say?
I found a shiny Squabble in Pokemon Go.
Oh, congrats!
Nice.
No, I was gonna say like I think you're right that like it blew up more with TikTok. But again, you look at like so many of our friends that were Let's Players in the community way back when, like they started when they were like 13, 14, 15. You know, like
yeah, but no, that's completely different, bro. Because they're starting as like 95, maybe even 99% of those people who did that are starting it as a hobby of something they enjoy.
Yeah, because back then no one saw YouTube as
they're just doing it for the chase of stardom.
Trying to be like a social media influencer, right?
Yeah.
Which I also think is weird though too, because like when you look at the idea of like being a content creator, right? I think you're completely right on the money in saying like it needs to start as a hobby first. Because if you are just chasing the numbers or the high or whatever, like it's never going to be enough for you if that is your goal, right?
You know who did that?
Reason.
Mr. Beast did that, and now look how soulless he is.
Don't get me started on Mr. Beast.
Well, yeah, but I think again that created so many other people that were just like that were trying to replicate him, you know.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of that's it. People are trying. There's certain new YouTube people like Jake and Logan Paul have a lot of copycats.
Sure,
it's that. There's a lot of these.
I was even
gross
complaining
people.
about it the other day with the fucking how streaming culture has changed, and now it's literally how can we farm the biggest clip now and go viral instead of just doing it for the love of it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Twitch also, like, it's completely different now. It's not, it used to just literally only be video games.
Sure.
They used to ban you if you did anything else.
Yeah.
They used to ban you if you did anything other than video games.
Yes,
There was no
if you were live on Twitch and it wasn't games, they would ban you.
Yep.
Wow.
Like Twitch was supposed to.
It's unrecognizable from that.
I think it's fine. It branched out. My thing is just.
Of course, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like that's how it is.
It's just like.
And IRL streaming is the most popular now, and the most dangerous.
Twitch got bought out by Amazon and not Google. Because honestly, if it was Google and Twitch got the search engine, and then YouTube could have been the hub where all your streams go, it would have been way better. But
I mean,
Amazon,
I still to this day, I love streaming on YouTube way more. Like I do my co-streams on Twitch or whatever, and like there'll be some viewership there. But for me, the community aspect on YouTube is different in the sense that I think people who are used to like the community culture of Twitch, they don't like the fact that like you can't use your sub emotes across all the other streams, or there's not like these little in jokes. But I think it's better in the sense that like the community that you cultivate is then the audience that's primarily watching you versus like someone discovering you or stumbling on you because they like a certain game. It's like the people that are regulars in YouTube are people who are already your subscribers. So they kind of already know the in-jokes, that nothing can really be clipped out of context. You know, like people still have clips, but it's not like a dedicated portion the same way. Like you said, people are farming for clips now on stream to like go viral, knowing that people are going to clip them out. Whereas like YouTube, clips are just part of your main video. If someone clips your video, it links to the original video with the full context. It's not like a 30-second, 15-second thing taken out of context solely to get people
and the main
upset.
video is going to get deleted in 2 months.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like streaming is hell because like all of the bad shit that's happened within just like the last 3 years. There's multiple streamers now locked up in countries that they aren't living in.
Yeah, that guy in Korea is
so
fucking
stupid.
crazy.
Yeah.
Somali.
Vitaly in the Philippines.
But I'm glad he's in jail though. That's a good thing.
Not yet.
He's not in jail yet. Gotta wait till October.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good
his
thing.
trial is taking ages. Like he's already been stuck there for over a year.
He pled guilty to like 6 out of 8 of the things left that he had.
Of course he did. He's on camera. What do you mean?
They're making him suffer
Of course he
intentionally.
did.
Oh yeah, no,
they're making an example out of this because it's like the first time it's happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also like you kind of have to, otherwise more people will do this shit.
Completely disrespected their culture.
Of course.
You can't let that happen. It's I'm trying to think of like where to go from here.
Okay, well, so this is maybe a completely, totally different tangent, but keeps coming up in the live chat, and so I wanted to address it. What is going on with the Cracker Barrel logo? What's happening here?
Oh, they're changing it. I think.
Yeah, they redesigned the logo to get rid of the guy on the barrel to be very bland. Like very bland is just orange with text. That's it. And so people don't really like they're taking away like the individuality of it, making it just a bland text logo like most of these companies are doing. And they lost like $100 million market cap
over the logo.
Yes.
Is the store staying the same? Is it still going to be like a little country store?
I think they're renovating
slightly. Yeah, they're trying to make it more modern. Is what they're trying to do. So I think they are going to change.
Going to be the same though.
It's the CEO is saying they're going to keep some things, but they're going to change stuff. So that's up in the air.
I forget what documentary I watched where I think it was the like owner of Chili's. He like saved that shit. He just came in there and was like, "Yo, all this food sucks ass." And then he changed it all, but I don't know. I don't remember if that was Chili's.
That's kind of what happened recently with Red Lobster too. That guy is like super young. The dude who became the CEO then bought it. And he's just like,
Red Lobster,
he's like, we're doing seafood boils. We're getting rid of endless shrimp. He's like, we're gonna make
they
a
almost
profit.
went
Now they're doing
bankrupt over endless shrimp. That's still the craziest thing to me. They did endless shrimp, and people showed up, and they almost
like that was a mistake. But like, imagine the concept of giving someone a better product and pretty much charging the same thing. And then having more people come get it because it's better.
Yeah,
I mean that's something we could talk about. Is like not so much in shitification, but like nowadays shit is just worse, but they're charging more for it.
Oh yeah, and smaller.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, I picked up a Rice Krispie square the first time for I don't know how long, and I felt like Andre the Giant. What the fuck happened?
It's like that. Even cars, like modern cars. Like I'm not even gonna go back to 60s, 70s. So those tanks
cars are
like
fucked.
ridiculous. But like super modern cars, like even Toyota, who's supposed to be like, reliable, had to do a bunch of recalls on the recent trucks and like pickup truck semis because like they were all having issues, tons and tons of issues. And it's just like, it's just weird that like we're going in a direction where companies want more money. So they make stuff cheaper on their end, but they'll charge us more. But then the thing we get is just worse. Like even with phones, like I get it. You're supposed to, they want you to replace your phone every year, essentially, right? But you have a phone for a while and then the battery bulges. So you have to buy a new phone. But it's like in the past, you could stick with a phone for ages.
Yeah, well, it's because they're manufacturing phones to be like that now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean, though.
Yeah, I think even like the first few iPhones, it was solid. Like they wouldn't do shit, and they're probably still okay. And then I'm not even talking about how many flip phones probably still are chilling.
Yeah,
and also like fridges now versus old fridges.
Old fridges are awesome.
If you get a fridge, you got to get an old fridge.
Yeah.
Appliances in general.
Even like vacuums, like an old like 60s or like 80s Kirby vacuum, and that's just
those were crazy. If you were a kid, you could like ride around on it.
Yeah, because they would make things with the intention of like you never having to replace them back then. I feel like like it was this was an investment for your life to be like, this is an investment, for your life. You buy this once and you never have to buy another one ever again. Whereas now things like purposely will just start to degrade, or like they'll be made with the intention of like you need to get a new one in 5 years, or I mean, that is how it is. Also, randomly I looked up just because people were like freaking out about this Cracker Barrel thing. I looked up because I was like, if the inside of the store was super different, as someone who does genuinely love Cracker Barrel, I would be upset because I like the old random stuff on the wall and like the fireplace and everything. It just looks like they cleaned it up a little bit. It just doesn't look dirty anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care. It's fine. Like, so long as if they still have apple pancake dinners and their recipes are still the same, who cares what the logo
I don't even think I've ever been there, but I don't think we have it here.
We don't have it.
You guys probably don't have
one. I mean, I had it because I have family in North Carolina, so I had it whenever I went down there. And there used to be one over here, but I think it's gone now.
Yeah, I mean, we had them all. I grew up obviously in Chicago, and we had them all over Chicagoland area. And then they actually brought them to California recently. And the food is still really good. I've always liked Cracker Barrel, but the inside of the store. I mean, I thought when people were like, "It's going to be modernized," I thought it was like all going to be glass and white and black, and but this looks fine.
Well, that's like the thing. I think the CEO just went on news and said these things, and then people, people took it as you're kind of abandoning the whole point of your store.
I mean, they got rid of the barrel and they got rid of the cracker and the logo. That's what they got rid of. Okay, so who cares?
They should have kept. Now it's not Cracker Barrel. Now it's nothing.
It's not a cracker and there's not a barrel. That's it. So who cares?
A message in the chat.
After hours, I guess.
A message in the chat made me think of like a cool thing where it's like a future civilization finds like ancient human stuff, and it's all like shitty garbage, like modern things that are bad tech, but then they keep going deeper and they find like an old car and it's better than their technology.
Right.
Even that's like it's a bit of a tangent, but a plot in like fantasy, like sci-fi-ish fantasy things is like you have like a modern civilization, and then when they go to the old world, they had more advanced tech.
Yeah, even One Piece, like it shows skyscrapers. It's like New York.
Yeah, it's like the Void Century was all the high tech stuff, and then like Vegapunk currently in the story is trying to replicate the tech from all those years ago because they were so advanced. Yeah.
Xenoblade too.
Yeah, Xenoblade, same thing. Exactly.
Low-key, I like stories where it's like humans are the GOAT because we are. They're the GOAT.
The game, but I think that one's still a spoiler because it's still newish. But yeah.
Which one?
Metaphor.
Oh yeah.
I don't have these, but is the cracker supposed to be the guy in the logo? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, the old white
I'm pretty
man.
sure
white
that's,
guy.
that's not why it's called that.
Of course not,
Leaning
dude.
on a barrel. That's the name of the store.
I know, but Roger's over here pushing this narrative, so I'm like, I just.
Well, I mean, as the resident Cracker Barrel fan, right? The person who literally got invited to go to the opening of the first.
You
one
could
in
be on the
California
logo.
and did a vlog about it. Yeah, they should. In fact, they should throw me on the logo. I would be happy to be the representative of the crackers.
You should message
I
them.
think I'm a good choice.
Say, I want to be your
say,
cracker.
Cracker Barrel. I want to be your cracker. That's great. Could you imagine if they threw me on the logo of Cracker Barrel? Just my dumb happy face. Someone's got to take the screen cap of like Coast video that he watched on stream of me in the cat outfit and put that on the logo for Cracker Barrel.
Holy shit.
That should be Wisdom's thumbnail for this episode. It's
Yeah, there you go. That's easy.
on a barrel in the cat suit. There's your logo.
Holy shit.
Where do we go from there?
Is Cracker Barrel? No, Cracker Barrel now will never ever be a sponsor unless the CEO is a really racist
Has
guy.
a good sense of humor.
Or that.
Yeah, the
A very
CEO's
open
chill with
sense of
Cracker Barrel.
humor.
They're fine. They're cool. Literally, did I tell you guys like how that even happened? How I got them as a sponsor at one point?
No.
So I made in Animal Crossing back in New Leaf because I genuinely love Cracker Barrel. I think this was even on Japan Time. I think there's images of this because Ricky visited my town. I made a 1-to-1 replica of Cracker Barrel in my Animal Crossing house with like the old country store and the pancakes and everything. And I Twitter messaged that to them and was like, hey, if you ever want to sponsor like an up and coming video game YouTuber, and at the time, I mean, I had like 1,000 subscribers or something. I was, not doing it for a living. I was like, hey, just hit me up. And then I thought nothing of it. And then 5 years later, this was like right around the time right before New Horizons came out. And they reached out and they were like, hey, we want to invite you as a Cracker Barrel mega fan to come to the grand opening of the Victorville one. And I was like, are you serious? Great. And they were like, you could bring friends. So I brought Reagan, obviously. I brought two.
You have some of the most random people to work
sponsors.
with.
I know. It's great, though. And in fact, I remember, too, because I was like, oh, I could tie this in. Because at the time, Food Wars was airing, the anime, and I was covering it.
Oh,
so I was like, I could tie this in with like a Food Wars thing. And so they were like, great. So the four of us went. They gave us like, and it was a pretty big thing. It was like a pretty substantial event. They had like a lot of other people that were there, and everybody that was there got free breakfast and unlimited coffee, and we got these little cute little gift boxes with like the the little triangle game that's on the tables at the Cracker Barrels where you're like jumping over with the little pegs. They gave us all of those. Well, I guess you two wouldn't because you're Canadian, but Dareth would know. And it was a lot of fun. It was a cool event. And then afterwards, I was on some mailing list for them where they had like some other new store that opened, and they sent me a shirt and like a little Christmas package thing with, pancake mix and syrup and stuff. But they haven't really been doing that much outreach recently. So I don't know. But if they ever do, if they ever want to, like I said, I'm your cracker.
Okay, man.
Let me think. Oh, I guess we could, just in the middle of this, we could quickly do, like, have you been playing anything? It's been a while. Anyone?
Yeah, it has.
I guess it has been, yeah.
Nothing really that new. I mean, I guess since the last time we did this, the game Atlas.
Or watching.
Update,
we could do watching too.
but it was kind of quick. Okay, I give a lot with watching. Of the new anime of this season, I really like. Actually, let me pull it up because I'm gonna forget. Clever Test is like dark fantasy, which is right up my alley, so I really like that one. And then New Saga, which New Saga to me is basically the plot of a Fire Emblem game. Like, like pretty much, and the main character looks like a Fire Emblem character. But I really enjoy New Saga.
Yeah,
I mean, there's more, but those are the two big ones.
I was gonna list everything, so
Yeah,
you could just go crazy. I mean, I'm here for a bit.
I've been gaming, man. I would list a lot of shit, man.
We could also just like we could all just keep bouncing, like passing the ball.
Yeah.
Well, another one is then The Water Magician. Again, it's fantasy. It's a fantasy isekai, but the animation is very good. So I'm enjoying that one.
That reminds me, you were talking about anime. I still have to watch the new season of Dandadan. I haven't watched any of that
I
yet.
haven't finished the first season. I got to catch up on that.
It ends in a weird spot, and then the new season opens up at a weird spot too. So it's, I guess maybe it's because it's like meant to be the second core of the first season, but there was like a movie in the in between too, so it's a little bizarre. But I do really like that show. It's a fun show. Yeah, what's up, Vera? Welcome.
Oh, hey, Vera.
What up? New season of Donda. That's good, by the way.
Oh, you're listening. Okay.
Oh, you're listening.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I literally just tuned in.
Perfect. Yeah, I still gotta watch it.
I saw Weapons.
How is that?
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
I was actually gonna
that shit
ask you
was
about
awesome. I love it.
Nice.
Can you talk about it without spoiling it? Like, just overall impressions?
Let me think. Because it's just the plot is insane. It's like constantly going and going, and there's always something happening, and it's like fast. I like that it like the mystery of the story is like held over you for a long time. I really like good mysteries in horror. That's really fun. There's like a few jump scares, I'd say, but it's like they're fun. Not like a jump scare after like that make you feel cold inside after. But yeah, I don't know how to talk about it without talking about the plot and spoiling something. But it's really good, and I like the bad guy in the movie. Other than that, I've still been watching. I was in the middle of it actually. I'm still watching Dexter Resurrection. It's really good.
Didn't it get canceled
I
already?
need to watch that.
No, it's all air. Like it's all.
I swear a Dexter show got canceled.
Let me see.
I also thought because it's like
Original
the reboot.
Sin.
Oh yeah, that's
They're trying
that's
to make a prequel
The
series.
prequel one
Yeah.
got canceled. Okay.
that one is actually really, really, really good too. Original Sin.
I need to finish. I'm on like the very last season of the original Dexter, and I want to watch all these other ones that came up.
But yes, Resurrection is awesome. It's a really good. It's like Dexter turned into like a gritty detective show. It's really cool. And about the prequel, I watched that this year too. The casting for every character is fucking crazy. They like, I swear to God, his sister, they like took the actress and somehow aged her down. I don't know. It's fucking insane, the casting. But it's, yeah, that's very good too. I'd recommend both.
Okay.
Someone else can go if they want.
I do think it's funny when they try to do that like aging down thing and it like fails quite miserably.
Dude, it's crazy.
Carrie Fisher in the Star Wars movies.
That and what's his face in the Ant-Man films? Is it Russell something?
Oh, Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas.
That's it.
Yeah,
Michael Douglas. When they try
yeah,
and age him down, and it just looks incredibly uncanny.
Here, wait.
There's
just
another
put
movie
this,
I'm thinking
I'll put this in the
of where it was really
podcast chat, but I might not put it on the stream because I'm lazy. I'm sorry.
Who
You
was
guys
it?
can look
I
it up.
remember in that Tron movie. Who was it in the Tron movie where they tried to age him
Jeff
down?
Bridges. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
one was
they
bad.
did super try to age. That was like
and
when it
then-
was still new though. That tech
And
was still
then
new. at that point.
that awkward Robert Downey Jr. aged down and
Oh yeah, in Civil War.
That would have been so awkward.
Yeah.
Here's
Oh yeah,
just
Indiana Jones as well.
just a
That's
few.
right.
But like you can see the
Indiana
sister.
Jones.
She's so close to looking. The actresses
wow.
look. Yeah, it's insane. Even Dexter himself is pretty good.
Oh, this is Paramount Plus. Okay. That is really good. Wow.
Yeah, I could believe that'd be the same guy, younger.
Yeah, it's just crazy, and he has his mannerisms down too.
That reminded me of a show I've actually been watching. It's a weird one. I don't know if any of you guys watch K-dramas at all, but
Nope.
they're just a nice little bit of comfort food, basically, if you're looking for something kind of enjoyable to watch. And there's one that's on Netflix right now called Beyond the Bar. And it's about like a young lawyer in this one law firm. And it's like episodic. There's like not really an overarching story. It's like there's a new thing basically every week. But the characters are really good in it. It's got the guy who was the father of the little girl in the newest season of Squid Game. He's like the main attorney. And it's just good. It's like well acted. It's funny at points. It's got some good twists. You don't really know what direction things are going to go with some of these, some of the people that are put on trial. And overall, yeah, it's a good time. So if you're looking for like a good new K-drama, I think it's also currently airing. They're basically like airing this one.
I didn't even know you watched K-dramas.
I don't usually, but this one popped up. It popped up actually when I was in New York for the Metal Gear thing, because I was in the hotel and like I was exhausted because we had just come back from Evo, and I had heard like McDareth got sick and Aru got sick, and I was like, I don't want to go out and like party with a bunch of people if I somehow am sick. So I basically like just went downstairs, went to like the local pizza place, ordered a whole pie for myself, went upstairs and watched Netflix and had pizza.
I need to know,
and I was
because
for a show.
I've seen clips of random ones that obviously are being cherry picked. Are they all shot and like acted as if it was like anime or manhwa or something?
No, but I know what you mean. You're talking about like where they do like slow motion with certain shots, so they'll kick in like a theme song.
Yeah, or the like voice acting is the voice of the character is very reminiscent of like
that does.
Yeah,
that's more of a J drama thing than it is a K drama thing, though. K dramas, okay. I feel this is a weird thing, but like if you're somebody who thinks, man, everything is just like swearing and sex and violence everywhere, and you want a good old fashioned, you know, the characters hold hands and it's a big deal, you go watch a K-drama, man. Like they're like classic soap operas, but I don't know. It's like the stories are usually pretty good. They're wholesome, and the stories are pretty decent. And yeah, this Beyond the Bar one, like I said, is pretty good. Ron,
yeah, I've just
never. Watch a show called Terrorist House. No. I used to watch Terrace House, not Terrorist House.
Terrorist House?
No, not Terrorist House. I did not watch Terrorist House. Terrace House was, the three guys and the three girls that live in the house together and basically just go about their daily lives. And it's a reality show. And it's in Japan. And that show rules. But then they got taken off the air because one of the contestants got
committed terrorism.
Literally. No, did not commit terrorism.
Oh, wait, what? That's fucked up. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right. You immediately, I was like, I'll let you take that back. You just rewind a little bit. But yeah, that was a pretty fun show. I haven't really been watching anything else. Though.
Oh, wait, I know who you're talking about. Because she had a DUI?
Yeah. No.
That was another one then. Fuck.
Yeah, she was a pro wrestler in Japan who was on the show. Was very funny on the show, but basically a guy who was on the show left her wrestling outfit in the laundry machine too long and it shrunk a little. And she freaked out at him on camera and like started smacking him in the face and like was hitting him and then was still on the show. Right. Like, and the guy immediately was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to leave it in for that long. But she got a lot of flack from people who are watching in Japan who were like, how the heck could she have done that? Like, why was she assaulting this guy?
Was she like hitting him in the face?
It was not.
Or was she just like pushing him?
Like, it was like she smacked him on the head and like flipped his baseball hat off. But it wasn't like she punched him. You know, it wasn't like he wasn't like actually hurt.
It's something you shouldn't do, but it's like.
Yeah, right. It was exactly. It was that. Yeah. It was something that like she shouldn't have done, but it's also something that like.
It happens.
People,
no actual harm was done.
No. And the guy even like admitted that he was at fault. It wasn't, but.
And I'm sure wrestling outfit means a lot to her too. So she probably got
of course, because it's your life. Exactly. But they cut it in a way, they cut the show basically in a way where it was like, it seemed more on his side than it was on her side. And so obviously it's a reality show. So they cut it up a little bit more. But that show is like notorious for being pretty drama free. And so she brought in like a lot of drama to it, which on one hand was good for a show, right? But on the other hand, I think people like the audience wasn't used to it. And so they were like getting super angry with her and, saying it was shameful and all this stuff. And she already was going through a lot of stuff in her life. And so, literally she got bullied to kill herself, and then she killed herself. And then they shut the show down afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was not good.
I feel like that's happened more than once.
Yeah,
definitely.
dude.
Yeah.
It's so much more people getting. Yeah, the fox. All she did was take care of. Yeah, that was fucked up. That was really fucked up.
Absolutely terrible.
I don't know, dude. It's like, obviously, like, I think, like, I'm mentally strong enough, like, those kind of messages don't affect me, but, like, I've seen people where, like, they get told, like, mean shit for no reason, and, like, they really think about it for a long time from just random people.
Of course.
Because it preys on their own personal insecurities. If they don't think very highly of themselves, hearing this from people that, in their eyes, have a completely kind of unbiased perspective on them, which obviously is not necessarily true, but hearing it from these people will just reaffirm their own insecurities a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They were literally calling that wrestler a monkey and other derogatory. Oh my God.
It was horrible. Yeah. Like I said, it was really bad.
And also, I don't care. Like, double standards exist, and they exist for a reason. It's way different if a girl, like, pushes a guy because she's mad than if I pushed a girl. Like,
of course.
It's way fucking different.
Of course.
Because I could accidentally she go flying, but it's just it's just how biology is.
This is not a funny.
Yeah.
Wait, this is not a funny topic at all. But I'm sorry, I have to just say what popped to mind. I had an image just pop in my head of all of us, like, on the Japan trip, and we're, like, walking over the bridge in Kyoto. You just, like, bump Aru slightly. She goes flying off. She goes, like, flying off.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
I mean, it is different.
Speaking of Japan, did you guys see that fire that happened in Osaka? Like, on the main strip?
No, when?
What?
So you know that strip where there's that guy that's running on the billboard with his hands up and shit? You know that area in Japan?
Yeah, the dotonbori.
Yeah. There was a famous, like, ramen restaurant there that caught on fire, and, like, 2 firemen died and, like, 6 people got injured, and it's like this big thing that happened in Japan, but it's really not, broadcasted anywhere else because it's
I'm looking.
It's so obscure.
It's horrible.
But yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Wow. Yeah, the dotonbori in Osaka. This is like their food district essentially, where there's, like, great seafood restaurants, okonomiyaki, bars, all type of cool things. Wow. Yeah, I completely missed this. Yeah, it said signage on walls may indicate that the deadly fire in Osaka was spread from an air conditioning unit.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
That must have been super faulty. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering that they retain moisture.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, 2 of the firefighters, it said, even passed away.
That's sad. It's always really sad when firefighters pass away.
Man.
Because, like, they don't even think. They just literally go in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to the firefighters, man.
Yeah, any firefighter Japan Time listeners, shout out to you.
We like you. The power scalers can go, though.
Heroes.
But we love the firefighters.
And you know what? Shout out to the paramedics, too.
Shout out to the paramedics.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Definitely.
Shout out to the people that work in hospitals.
Yeah.
Not just paramedics, but everybody. The nurses, the doctors, the staff.
Especially nurses. Holy fuck.
Heck yeah.
They
man.
get
That
like,
shit must be stressful.
it's also because, like, they do quite literally everything, and then the doctor comes in to diagnose and be like, yes, because he can officially do it. It's crazy stuff.
Terrible.
But yeah. So Viren, what are you watching?
To be honest, the main thing that I was watching over the past week was the Street Fighter EWC, the Esports World Cup, which had.
Oh, you watch it like that?
Yeah, because it's very easy to just kind of watch on the side. Like, I can watch it while doing work because the time zones, since it was in Riyadh in Saudi, the time zone works out quite nicely for me. So I was just able to watch most of it group stages all the way to the finals while I was just going about my days. And first of all, the production of of that shit was so funny. It was so over the top and so like forced esports. Like they had all these crazy cinematic camera angles all the time, and they had this whole thing where everyone had this like gold key medal thing, and when they lost, they got crushed.
Yeah,
under like a pneumatic press.
That's like the big thing for like all the games. They give you every player or team gets a key, and when you lose, they crush it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The hydraulic press thing is actually so funny.
I don't.
They,
and also,
they had that like the Nations Cup or whatever it was.
yeah. I'm not actually 100% sure how that works. I think it's like different players from different countries all like,
yeah, I know it's like
it's actually teamed up.
15 countries or something like that instead of esports organizations.
And you said this is for Street Fighter?
Yes.
So is this like funded by Capcom essentially?
No. It's the Saudi Arabian government.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the big Saudi money tournament, because there was last week was Tekken, a few weeks ago was Fatal Fury. They did the big tournaments for all of those.
Yeah, they got Valorant and CS:GO already. Like they're doing everything.
Also, the cameraman, bro, those camera people love Zhao Hai's wife. The number of times the camera was on Zhao Hai's wife at the most random times. There were points where my guy wasn't even involved in the set, and then they had the camera on Zhao Hai's wife. But yeah, even regardless of all of that, it was really, really good to watch, just because the Street Fighter 6 is just naturally a very good game to watch, and like at the top level, the level of play is absurdly high. Like it and Tekken have such high levels of play. So just watching all of the best players fight it out against each other is just like every set is amazing. Like a grand finals worthy set in basically every set.
It's crazy to me that like Shahai won Street Fighter 6 but lost Fatal Fury.
Yeah, he won both. He won Street Fighter 6 last year as well. I think he was probably the only player to make grands in 3 different like EWCs.
Viram, I have a question, because we only ever see into the background of what players do. Do commentators are you constantly like taking notes or like mental notes?
Mental notes, yeah. So like rarely do I take physical notes unless it's for a big invitational, which I can prepare like long in advance. But for open tournaments, regardless of how big they are, I almost never take physical notes. I'll make mental notes of what's been happening in the bracket and how things have been playing out and potential storylines going into it. But in terms of like detailed written notes, that's not something I really do.
Do you guys also like how fighting game players will share tech? Do you guys like do that? Like casting tips or stuff?
Sometimes some people do.
Or is it more honest, like secluded?
To be honest, I think like because we're communicating like within the moment, it's easier to connect with your caster in the moment rather than having to give them a load of tips in advance. Usually, I mean, if someone comes to me and asks for advice on their commentary, I'll give it to them, but I usually don't go too out of my way to give that sort of advice.
Well, I don't know. I just never like, because it's always up, obviously about the players.
Yeah.
If I could add on to that.
Go ahead.
I remember I talked to Veer about this at Evo. Like, so with Pokken, I was doing commentary and I was enjoying trying to do stuff. I asked to see if I could do like Worlds sometime. That didn't happen, but they have way better commentators for Worlds. It's all good. And then like it was DreamHack Dallas, I think, or no, Austin. It was DreamHack Austin, and I got picked to do top 8 for that. And like all the other commentators felt like, oh yeah, it's me at my stream. I'm just chilling, just talking about the game, excited about that kind of stuff. Being on we're in the back, right? But we were on VG Bootcamp, was streaming it, even though I've seen them around. I went to Xanadu and stuff, so it's like that's not crazy to me. But it was on VG Bootcamp, we were like, it was broadcasted to the event, like our voices went out to everyone watching, and it was just like the weight of everything, and I instantly felt my anxiety like flare up basically.
Sure,
and
sure.
I was like so nervous, but like my co-commentator Burnside, I've talked to him a bunch outside of commentary and stuff, and like this is the first time we were commentating together on this, but like he picked up on that like instantly, and then he would just cue me in. So he would just be like, when something would happen and he could tell I had something I wanted to add to it, he would just pass it to me, and then I could add in my point, and it was felt natural. And then eventually, you know, I got more used to it. But like after that experience, it's like, wow, this is
You just made me
really different.
I feel like
made
that
me
happened
think-
recently
Yeah.
with you at Evo, Viram, right? Where it was like the back and forth during the top 4, right? When you were guys, it was
Yeah.
like you knew the right opportunity to be like, oh no, he can say something, then I'll say something, and you have that back and forth.
So as I've becoming more and more accustomed to commentary, getting more experience, you begin to notice just like people habits and, you know, where co-commentators are particularly strong. And so as you're getting older and more experienced, you try to give those avenues to your co-commentators because it makes for a better broadcast as a whole. You know, giving them the room to speak, giving them the floor, allowing them to capitalize on their own advantages, and then bouncing off of that is something that I personally have been trying to really kind of focus on in my own commentary, because stuff like the analysis and the gameplay aspects, those come relatively naturally to me because, you know, I'm just like, I'm immersed enough in the game to just know all of that stuff pretty naturally. But the people aspect is, I think, the most interesting part when it comes to, at least on air, like on the fly, in the moment commentary.
You mean like the background story of players, or like setting up a storyline, or?
Oh, no, I mean, well, that, but I mean just understanding your co-commentator.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
That's always the hardest thing I think about anything. Like when you are on broadcast with other people, whether it's like a Japan time or like commentary or whatever, right? Like when you're with other people, knowing the right time to like read the room and say, oh no, this person really does want to talk about this thing, or like knowing when to throw it to people is always difficult.
It's so much easier in person for me.
Oh, 100%.
But
yeah.
you just made me think about how I think every comic does this at this place. I do it, but like every time it's set time, right before, like 5 minutes before, you just pretty much shit everything you ate the past 2 weeks out, and then you go up. I don't know if that happens.
You literally poop?
Yeah.
Yeah, like performance anxiety kind of stuff.
I don't know. It's not even that, because I'm not nervous about it, but it's like, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I mean, because that happened. That used to happen to me before tournament sets. Like if I was at a Smash event before I had to play, I'd have to use the bathroom. That used to happen.
Dang. I just go pee during my streams.
I find that I don't really get as nervous. So nerves for me when it comes to commentary are kind of interesting. Like 99% of the time, I don't really get that nervous. Because I kind of treat it like a performance and I don't get nervous performing. But the 1% is pretty much always during Evo top 8. And it's always due to some kind of external factor, not because of my confidence in being able to deliver a performance.
That was
but
like the traffic this year.
Yeah, exactly. But I found that I'm like, this isn't like a super common thing. Even a lot of the most prolific commentators get nervous in these situations. Like I was talking to Vicious right before his Street Fighter 6 finals at Evo this year. And he was saying that he was actually really nervous. And you know, this is a guy that's been doing it for years. He's literally one of the commentators in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
He's done so many different events, but he was still nervous at this juncture. And I found that really interesting.
I don't know where to go from here.
I've been playing deltarune.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was just
you
going to
have-
ask, you said you had a bunch of games you were playing. I want to know how you were gaming.
You were like quiet for a bit, so I totally forgot.
finished the first and second chapter of Deltarune.
Also, real quick, I gotta
interesting
fill my
game.
water up. But just
Yeah, interesting game. It's like the thing that's throwing me off with it, of whether or not I like it or not, is a lot of the times the dialogue in the game is like really creative and comedic, and I enjoy it a lot. And then the other half of times, it's very cringy.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, I can't enjoy this because it's like throwing me so far out of the sense of immersion that I just like, oh, whatever, man. But aside from that, like the gameplay's been fun. I feel like it's been a little bit easier so far compared to Undertale. But definitely an upgrade. It's been fun.
Wait, you
And
think
then,
an upgrade from Undertale? You like it more than Undertale?
Yeah, I like it more than Undertale.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
It should be. It's definitely. I mean, he's taking his time with it, but it's more fleshed out from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Did you do any of the hidden bosses?
I've been doing everything. I've been having my chat like help me along the way. So like, I first tried Jevil,
Hmm.
and then I've been getting like all the secret stuff, and I don't remember the secrets in chapter 2 already. I already forgot. But yeah, I've been doing everything.
Okay. I guess that's like one of those games I want to try eventually, but it's like I know getting into like Deltarune is going to take a while to go through all those games. Or all
Well,
the
I already
chapters
beat
so
the
far.
first 2. Like I did 2 streams and I'm already done with 2 of the games. So
hello.
I don't think it's too taxing.
What are you talking
And
about?
you're doing all the secret stuff too?
Deltarune.
Deltarune.
Yeah.
Good.
Been doing all the secret stuff.
I want to say real quick, Roger, you're gonna play too, right?
I will. Yeah.
Okay. Spoiler
At
cast.
some point, I will play it. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough because I played 1 and 2 right when they first came out. And I remember really enjoying them as somebody who really liked Undertale. And then I keep trying to start chapter 3. I've done this on like 3 separate streams, and anyone who watches me regularly knows. I have started chapter 3, and I get right to the very beginning of the part with where it looks like it's a Legend of Zelda type thing. Like those of you who have played that know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm like right there, and I just stop every single time. I'm either like uninterested or it's just like not
Trust
clicking
me.
with me. I've heard it's apparently really good, but part of me is like, I almost feel like I need to go back to 1 again. I feel like
It's not
they're
long.
not that long.
Yeah.
No, they're not that long. And I do think like I would benefit because I
And
do
you-
think I would really enjoy 3. I think I would benefit from like easing my way back into it as opposed to being like thrown to the deep end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would probably play like how Coast is playing, where I like don't care about getting backseated in games usually. And that in particular, I'd be like, because I know how the audience is, I'd be like, just tell me where to go. It's fine. Like, you know, if I'm going to miss a secret or something and you want me to see a cool thing, just tell me and I'll get there.
Yeah, other than that, it's been pretty fun. So, then I've been playing. Well, I was playing the Battlefield 6 beta, and that was pretty fun. Like that was like, I wasn't expecting to have that much fun with that game. And now I'm wishing I really. I wish I could play it right now.
Do you feel like it's just a return to form? Because Battlefield
Yeah,
fell off
definitely.
for so long.
No, it's.
What makes this one better? As someone who doesn't know anything about Battlefield, like what makes this one better than the other ones? Or like why it feels a return to form?
It just felt, again, like a return to form. Like the maps felt natural. Like a big problem with the maps in the last couple ones were they were very bland in not how they looked visually, but just the structure of them all. Like, how do I explain it? Like literally the layout of the maps just sucked ass. And with 6, everything just felt natural. Like all the maps were organic in how you moved around them.
Are you still doing fucking backflips and pole vaulting off shit, or is the movement normal?
No. It's definitely more boots to the ground.
Okay.
What else was I thinking about?
They have a scoreboard in the game.
Like you can see the score. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Because I just remember that was a thing that I can't remember which Battlefield it was, but it launched without it, and it's just like, what? Why? It's so confusing.
Other than that, trying to think what else I played.
I know something that you're potentially interested in playing with the Metal Gear Solid remake.
That I definitely do want to play. And I've been seeing a lot of discussion online that I'm finding very funny. Where like I understand people's what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I'm struggling to find the words for this.
Like why they're upset about the fact that it's 1-to-1, basically?
Not 1-to-1, but they're upset about how it looks. Like how they fucked up the original.
Let me speak on this, because my embargo is completely lifted. I can talk about it completely. There's two things. One, if you were going to play this, play on PC. Because apparently there are issues with the PS5 Pro version of it. Like,
so it's crazy.
Which is crazy. If you play on a PS5 or you play on
Xbox even has problems.
Oh, does it?
Apparently not the same ones, but yeah.
Because I heard specifically it is the PS5 Pro version. Like playing on the Pro with the PS5 version apparently has a ton of issues. And I saw people, because I posted my review up a couple days ago, and people were like, did you notice any performance problems at all? And I played the whole thing on PC and it ran great. And it wasn't on like a super powerful PC. It was on like the Alien Aurora from a couple years ago. And it ran super smoothly. Like the game ran really beautifully. Didn't notice any performance dips. Like the game is very much like you said, Coast. It's like a 1-to-1 just remake of the game, which I don't know if some people were expecting like a reimagining on the level of something like the FF7 remakes, or even
what I'm saying is people are upset mainly about like the visual style overhaul.
Oh,
you know
right. I mean? So on that, but the thing that people either people didn't talk about this in the reviews or whatever. There is actually there are color filters when you play the game. There's like a legacy filter, which is the original colors. There's the default one, where things look like really photorealistic, and so you get like obviously some of those iconic like cutscenes where they just look really different. But all of that stuff you can adjust. There's like a ridiculous amount of
seeing something like that. That's why I was like not too upset or like turned over about.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to be. The embargo for review is up already. I think I'm going to be allowed to talk about this or like stream it even on Tuesday. So if I am, I'll like go into settings and show people kind of like what it looks like. But there are so many little quality of life features that are just kind of tucked in that I think people, if you just play with the default and you're playing like with the new third person camera style, which I actually prefer, which is something I didn't think I was going to feel either as someone who like loves the original game. There's a lot of little adjustments that they made, but I think on the surface, if you're looking at it, it is very much like just a 4K Unreal Engine 5 overhaul of the game, which like is not a bad thing because that game is already like one of the best games ever made. So like literally throwing some quality of life features in there, like it's cool. The one I'll say for sure I noticed like right away that I really liked that they changed was the camouflage feature in this one. There are basically camo presets that are tied to your the up button on the D-pad that give you all the essential stats that you need for like how the camo is going to adjust in that environment to like give you a better camo percentage. And you don't have to go through like every menu to change it. And a lot of that stuff with like the hotkeys, with the macros, with like little, you're holding down on the D-pad and you're doing all your little things. It feels quicker. And the movement also feels quicker. Like I can't really put my finger as to why, but I feel like the movement feels more like Phantom Pain almost, or like some of the recent Metal Gear games than it does the original. Like CQC feels a little more fluid. Movement on the map feels a little more fluid, but it's weird because it's paired with like the old PS2 animations, so you still get like
You get his awkward like run cycle and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But I almost like that, which is weird. I almost find that like endearing that they didn't change it, because there are certain things like in some of the cutscenes, like the minor spoilers for a 20-year-old game, right? But like the very opening stuff with like Ocelot and with Eva, right, where like he has her hostage with like Sokolov's facility, and then he goes running off and he does the little meow, before his boss fight. That's all still there, and it still looks super goofy, but it's just done with this like Unreal Engine 5 paint scheme that makes it's endearing to me. But I can understand completely why people would not like that, who maybe never played the original game and like weren't used to that. But I do think people who like the original are gonna get a kick out of it. They went
the whole thing.
Yeah, I've beaten the whole game.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so they let us play up to the end on at the demo event, and technically I could have gone longer, but it was just like it was a 10-hour long event, and so that's like where I got with the story. So I didn't get to do the Fury, I didn't get to do the Sorrow, and I didn't get to do the boss until after I got home. But then they sent review codes basically, and then allowed us to pick up with our save file from where we left off, and I beat the whole thing. And then now I'm going to start a new one on like hard mode probably, because I was playing on normal just because I wanted to like get through as much as I could at the event. And I'm probably going to start a new save file on hard mode when I'm like actually able to start streaming it, and just enjoy it again from there. But like I'm looking forward to like playing the whole thing again, like literally going through and playing the whole thing again, despite having just done it. Yeah, but they let us play through the whole thing, so I got to see like, the way a lot of the cutscenes looked and the different features. I mean, one other thing that kind of blew me away as someone who like really loves that original game is the amount of care that went into bringing back Easter eggs. So
that's good.
If you remember, like in the Gorky Lab way back in the day, there were like the posters with the idols, where they had like all the Japanese idols and they had like the bikini shots or whatever. And there were the little magazines that had the MGS issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly, like on all the tables. And they went back and re-licensed all of that, because that has not been in some of the recent re-releases. So they went back and like re-licensed all the original images, all the original like little magazines, Calorie Mate, all the stuff that you know and love that's like an Easter egg. They brought all that back. And then if you're playing on third person mode, this is something super funny. If you're playing on third person mode versus legacy style camera mode, the posters that show up and the magazines that show up are different. So they basically hired the same models from 20 years ago to do new photo shoots for the posters that are on the wall in the Gorky Lab. Which is super sick. It's like, and that is the level of detail that they're implementing, which is really cool. Or like, again, this is minor spoiler for like a 20-year-old game. There's a sequence in the game in which like Snake is getting tortured. And in the original game, if you made a certain codec call, it would enter into this thing called Guy Savage, which was this old, like, weird, completely out of place, separate minigame thing where you're fighting a bunch of demons.
Yeah.
And that never was in any other version. They took it out of all the re-releases. They took it out of Snake Eater 3D. It's not in anything. And they went to Platinum Games, and Platinum Games developed a full-on Guy Savage minigame for this new version for that Easter egg.
That's cool.
With like cutscenes and all this other stuff.
That's
and it's
crazy.
It's completely missable. It's not like a kind of thing that like you're going to stumble into it. Like you have to know what you're doing, make the right codec call at just the right time, save the game to have the thing activate to then enter this minigame. But they actually went out of their way to hire them to make it. And it's, again, people are talking, like you said, Coast, they're like clowning on the way like certain cutscenes look now that it's like modern graphics. But as somebody, again, who's like a fan.
I understand the sentiment of like, because there are a lot of things nowadays where it's a remaster of something, or literally just how things are are created nowadays, where a lot of the times it's missing any sort of stylistic sense because it's always washed out,
Right.
or it's white balanced to shit. So I understand that, but like I knew from what I saw when this game was being rolled out through its marketing and stuff that it had that filter mode.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, I guess people just didn't know about it. So that's why I was like, why are people so up in arms about this?
That's
Hold on, I
fine.
have a phone
Yeah,
call.
there is like a full filter mode, and there's all kinds of like weird filters. There's like an old movie filter. There's the legacy filter. There's the main game. There's a bunch of like other new camo that are in this one that I've never seen before. It's just
there's new camo. Fuck yeah.
yeah. It's really good. I think
then
people are going to get a kick out
I
of
was
it.
curious about the apes. Did you have any encounter with that? Like,
With
because
the-
I heard
you
they're
mean, like-
still on PC from
They
Ape
are.
Escape.
Yes, yeah. So the Ape Escape monkeys are in there in the Snake versus Monkey mode, and Astrobot's in there now too. They threw Astrobot in there.
Oh fuck yeah.
So there's like little Astrobot Easter eggs in addition to the stuff with Ape Escape. And no, I mean it's literally Snake versus Monkey. It's like if you've played that mini game, it's just
cool.
that in 4K. It's really cool. Yeah, I mean there's like lots of little Easter eggs and things that are in there. But no, anything that would have been like, even if it's PlayStation licensed initially, is still in the PC version. Because I played the whole game on Steam, and so the whole Snake versus Monkey mode was in there when I played it. I don't know if they'd be in the Xbox version, but I also wonder if maybe there is like a licensing thing and they just were like, yeah, we don't care, we're going to put it on there. But they're definitely in the PC and they're definitely in the PlayStation version.
All right, sick. I'm like I want to get it, but it's also going to be like $100 if I buy it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try to get Ben to send me some codes. 'Cause
Hey,
that'd be
My
cool.
chat just reminded me. I don't know why I didn't even think to say. For demos, the Trails demo's out. And it is the entire prologue, and it carries over, and it's like about 10 hours
Oh,
of
wow.
game.
Whoa.
Wow.
This is for the remake of the first game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Switch 2 mode also has like 60 FPS and all that. I think more than 60, maybe. I don't
You
know.
have been making your way through that series pretty well.
I have Cold
like
Steel
it's been-
3 open right now.
Isn't that one of the latest ones?
No, it's Cold Steel 3, then 4. I think I have 3 more after that.
Okay. So it's like in the middle.
Yeah. But this is like what I've seen and what I've been told. It's like this game is like the Infinity War of Trails.
everyone fucking
Everybody's
shows
here.
up.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know why I think of it, but anytime I hear someone bring up Trails, I always think of the anime Classroom with the Elite. I don't know why.
Do the
Yeah,
characters
it's
look
very
kind of similar?
specific.
yeah.
I think it's just the aesthetic. Like I don't know why.
Also,
But yeah,
chat
I would
just reminded
heavily
me-
recommend playing the demo.
And it's on Switch 2 right now?
Yeah.
I might do that during the week then.
I think you have to get it on Switch 1 and then do the like
Oh, the
Well, you have-
upgrade thing.
yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. I think
Speaking
Final Fantasy
of,
Tactics is like that too.
Yeah. Speaking of demos, I mentioned this before. The demo for the new Shinobi game is really
Oh
fun.
my god, it's awesome,
It
isn't
was
it?
really, really good. Yeah, it was like it reminded me so much of the 2014 Strider game, but just like better in every way. I am definitely very much looking forward to the full release, and it's coming out in like what, 5 days?
Yeah. I this next like 3 weeks is crazy because it's the Switch 2 edition of Kirby, it's the new Shinobi, it's Metal Gear Solid Delta, it's Silk Song, right? Which is now going to be like,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
like one show on the in-between. Insane.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a packed next 2 weeks of games where it's a lot of stuff that like I'm actually super interested in playing, but it's a
Even
matter
the,
of
um,
spacing
Pick
out
up
when they
Hollow
do it.
Knight just to play Silk Song because when I played Hollow Knight for like 30 minutes, I just couldn't get into it.
That's crazy. I feel like that's
Like,
totally
at
your
this
kind of
point, You
game.
might as well just
the beginning is
and
kind of
go
slow.
back to it or something.
I will admit to that. The
Yeah,
beginning,
yeah,
like
the
it
beginning.
takes a little
Beginning
while.
being slow. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It does.
Also, like in the very beginning, it's so easy to get lost, and then you're just like, okay, fuck this.
I think you could totally play Silk Song without having played
For sure.
Hollow Knight, though. I think yeah.
Most of the plot in Hollow Knight is like they do it like Dark Souls, where it's like you read things and come to conclusions. It's not like shown to you really. And I also
I'm just happy it's coming out.
People also are like they say it's like a masterpiece of a Metroidvania. I think it's a really good one, but like I don't think it's on the level of like the legendary ones, like Symphony of the Night or a Metroid game.
If you're doing like a top 5, I'd probably put it up there.
Maybe 10.
I would put it like underneath, the best Metroid and the best Castlevania. But I mean, it's like in terms of non-Metroid Metroidvanias, I'd say Hollow Knight's like very near the top of that list, if not the top of that list.
Also, as a cool aside, Hollow Knight hit it broke its all-time Steam player record today.
People going back and playing it before Silksong?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
32,000, almost 33,000 concurrent players.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I love seeing that, though. That's good. That's a good sign for the industry.
I mean, it is, but is it at the same time? Because it's like nowadays, it's like it's just indie devs who are doing the crazy shit. All like a lot of the AAA guys are just.
I think that's how art works. Like the corporate fucks like constantly suck, and then like some breakout freak like Toby Fox appears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza was pretty good, though.
Yeah, obviously not every corporation is constantly fumbling.
Yeah, like Nintendo,
but it's
Nintendo
common.
Normally,
they
Nintendo
deliver.
also doesn't push out that much, so they're more than willing to just wait for stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing with indies is quality over quantity.
There was actually you were talking about Deltarune earlier, Coast, and then we were talking about indies, and then that reminded me there was a game that I heard another podcast I listened to talk about called Off. Have you guys played this? It's like the predecessor.
I played that as a kid.
No.
Okay, because they put it on Switch apparently, like a week ago, and it's getting this new buzz. A bunch of people talking about it, but I had never played it, and I was curious if any of you guys did, and if you'd recommend it.
Yeah, play it.
So what I saw is that they, for whatever that release is, they have new songs by like Toby Fox and another pretty famous like.
Well, wait, in Off?
Person. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to replay. Yeah, it's good. I'd recommend playing it.
How long is it?
Not long. It's an RPG Maker game, basically.
Because I had never heard of it, but I kept seeing that picture from Deltarune of like the reference, and I'm like, and I saw the meme about it, I'm like, what is, based on what was said, what are they even referencing?
It's really cool. I love it. I like Off story a lot. I would recommend.
But yeah, I found the tweet.
What is it? Just like in like a quick summary?
It's
Camellia's in there too.
Top down JRPG. It's like abstract worlds and interesting concepts and stuff like that.
How much is it?
I don't know how much the Switch version is. What shouldn't be expensive at all.
I can't imagine it's expensive at all.
Let me see. Off Switch. Not off Switch.
I was gonna say don't search off Switch. It's gonna give you.
Okay, maybe play the original. It's $20.
It's $20.
How much? Oh no, it's no. It says it's 15 here.
Well, Canada.
It's 20 Canadian.
Oh, right. Correct. How much is the original? Also 15.
The original's free.
Oh,
it's like Cave Story.
The original Cave Story was free?
Yeah, he just dropped it on his website.
I got baited into spending money as a kid on Cave Story. Like, I just played it for free.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was just a hobby passion thing. It's very much a product of its time. Like, these don't happen much anymore, obviously, because the game devs want to be compensated.
As well they should be.
Yeah.
McDermott, do you know when the Spider-Man set drops again?
They're doing Spider-Man?
Yeah, for Magic.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot about
Gonna
that.
be
They are
like-
doing that.
The Final Fantasy set was cool and like what kind of got me into the Magic, but this Spider-Man set, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm buying so much of it.
It's gonna be expensive shit in the future,
26th,
dude.
yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy is already getting a lot of expensive shit.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. is
Yeah,
super
but Spider-Man.
I honestly, I feel like it's not gonna pass. Like FF is weird because FF has been like the most successful set of Magic almost ever. Like it's crazy how much it did, but it's also like FF has never really had something where you take something from every single Final Fantasy game and like there's a lot of love and put into it. Square Enix gave a lot of art for. Like it's kind of crazy the amount of work that went into this. And some of these cards are expensive. Like I have a collector's Cloud. The collector's Commander's deck for Cloud, so all the cards are Surge Foil. That deck cost me like $300 just for
Dude, the
base
prices are so like all over the place for that set, man. Like,
Yes.
fuck, like not even the set, but like products as well. Like, I went to GameStop yesterday because I was just out and I was like, fuck it, I'll just go check if they have stuff there. And I saw that they had the fuck, who was it again? It was the Revive Terra Precon product. And it was listed for $170. I was like, that seems a little too expensive. I'm just gonna pass on this. And then I went online on Amazon to see how much it was on there, and it was $90. I was like, what the fuck? How much are people
was that
fucking up?
was that a collector's? Because if it was a collector's, that's why. But if you're looking at the base one, then no.
And that's the thing too, man. Like, why do they have to differentiate all that shit with collectors?
Because for the precon, like the pre-built commander decks, the base one is you get all the cards, right? The collectors, every single card is Surge Foil.
Oh,
That's why.
I did not know that.
That's why the Cloud one was so expensive
crazy.
for me because I got the collector's one. But because I had the collector's one, now I'm getting cards to like up my commander deck. I'm spending more to get good cards because the rest of these cards are Surge Foil. So it's like
I really want to make
cards
this. I really want to make this Yuna deck that I've been playing on Arena, but I know it's going to be hella expensive.
the most expensive part will be Yuna herself. That's
cap.
What's going to be more expensive than Yuna?
Bahamut's like fucking $60.
Bahamut is $60. I'm surprised.
Bahamut's very expensive.
Yeah, Yuna's $33. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure Yuna.
No. You can get Bahamut for $20.
I'm pretty sure I can also get Yuna for like $12.
No, Yuna's $30.
How is she 30? Let me look
I'm
at this
looking
right now.
at TCG players. She's $30.
Yuna. Oh, I looked up the borderless by accident.
Yeah, that one's super expensive. Regular Yuna's $30.
Yuna,
I know that because-
$13.
Which Yuna are you looking at? Where are you looking?
Obscura on TCG player.
Let me, because I literally.
I'll literally put it right here too.
While you guys are looking up TCG player stuff, I also want to bring up something very quickly. If any of you are playing TCG Pocket currently,
dude, I'm so upset with it right now.
Are you playing? No, did you see my tweet from earlier?
No, I didn't.
Okay, there is a deck that has literally gotten me 4 ranks up in like an hour. This is the Magcargo deck. Do you know this at all, or like what the Magcargo card does?
Nope. What does it do?
Okay, so Magcargo randomly attacks Pokemon, either yours or your opponent's. It's kind of like the Dragonite attack, where it like randomly hits people, but it's yours or your opponent's, and does 50 damage, and obviously can stack on other things, so it could drop like 150 on something, whatever. You basically, turn 1, either put an energy on a Slugma, or you put in a Magby. And the Magby, like that turn 1 gives you that free fire energy onto something on your bench, and you have your Slugma. That then, if you move second, and that Magma and the Magby shows up, you have 2 energy on the Slugma ready to go by that second turn. And so long as you have Pokemon communication, you bring in your Magcargo, you have nothing else on your bench, or you only have the Magby on your bench. And then you are firing off 150 damage every single turn. And if you have a giant cape on the Magcargo, it pretty much lives anything that's in the game right now. I think you have like 150 HP or something. So the only thing it isn't outliving is like another Magcargo. And it decimates everything. And if you put Team Rocket grunts that remove the energy of your opponent in your deck with this thing, I've literally not stopped winning. It is such a good deck, and it's something that not a lot of people are using because it's not like an EX, it's not a common, it's not whatever. And even in like a worst case scenario, you need to set up like a second Mag Cargo, or you accidentally killed a Magby that's on your bench or whatever, or you don't even use the Magby. Like you only do that if you get Magby first turn to get that extra fire energy onto it. It's so good, and it wrecks the two things that have been running around the meta right now, which are the Eevee decks and the Lugia Ho-Oh decks, and honestly the Buzzswole decks as well, because you're firing off tons of super effective on the Buzzswole, super effective against the Leafeons, really good against the Espeons and the Sylveons that are doing like the psychic energy thing where like they heal themselves, because 9 times out of 10 the 150 gets dropped out of the Espeon and kills it, or it kills the Eevees on the bench before they can evolve. And with Lugia and Ho-Oh, the constant attacking from the Mad Cargo where you're dropping like 150 or whatever, and you're using the Team Rocket Grunt, and they require that extra 3 different types of energy, they just basically get frustrated and they end up conceding before the end of the match. It is such a good deck. I'll put the deck list in the podcast room so you guys can use it if you want to. But like, if you're just like sick of the meta right now, you're like, I really quickly want to level up, want to get up on ranked. I don't want to invest in like, these Lugia EX, Ho-Oh EX things, or these, EV EX decks. This is the way to go. It's very, very good.
I'm just getting more and more annoyed with how many fucking I'm missing so many cards still from this current set, and then fucking the Legendary Beast is gonna come out in like 3 days.
Yeah, a new set's already on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, the Suicune one?
Yeah.
Which my thing with this new set that annoys me is, why do all 3 of them have free draw power? This is a 20 card
Why is
game.
Raikou so shit compared to the fucking other 2?
That too.
Hasn't that been the case for a while though? I feel like the power creep is just. We talked about this even during the
yeah, but like
reaction.
my thing is, there should be power creep in a way of, here's a card to shake up the meta or change it or give you more options, not here's more draw power. The game has 20 cards. Like,
yeah, with that Suicune set, when it comes out, you can literally start with like Professor Oak and one of those cards, and you're already up so many cards on your opponent.
Yeah. It's like, what do you do about that? Because like the thing about this
very
game is,
guaranteed to start with an Oak with how the game works.
I wish that was the case, because I that's the part that annoys me. It's at the time I play, Professor Oak is nowhere to be seen, but my opponent has Oak Pokeball into another Oak, and it's like, well, great.
Sure.
So I gotta play from behind, but hopefully I can make this work. Because like, this is just a game where, I mean, all card games are, you have outs, but in a 20 card deck, the more you're drawing, the more likely you're hitting an out. So it's just like, and like, if you deck out, you don't lose. The game lets you keep going. So there's no penalty for just drawing. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know. More.
And then when megas come out, it's gonna be even more annoying.
And those megas, that are 3 points when you kill them. So you just win
if you kill a mega, you just
and a lot of them are fucking strong, like that Altaria. It's fucking stupid.
What was that?
Blaze
What does the
again.
Gyarados do too? Isn't there like a really good Gyarados?
Full
Gyarados is
energy,
like 4
discards
energy.
top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, discard.
Yeah,
That's what it
discard
is.
from the top of the deck. Yeah,
Of a
that's
20
so
card deck.
crazy.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
At the very least,
Right.
that thing is a 4 energy card, but it's also water. So if you get that
no
Misty
Misty
turn
exists.
1, you
Oh,
just,
yeah, Misty, of course.
you're shredding the opponent's deck already.
Does Will work in tandem with Misty if one turn you do Will and the next turn you do
You
Misty,
can't-
and that's
no.
your coin flip?
isn't
Right.
Will on the turn he's used?
Well, yeah, Will.
Yeah.
has to
Oh,
be
it's on the turn he's used. Okay.
That would be insane.
Because I've seen that a lot with the Marowaks, with like that Marowak Bone Marine
Yeah, that's
deck,
what I've
and
been
then people
running.
will come through.
I've been
Man, that's a
playing
good.
Marowak Will, and I've been doing Blossom Will, but that one's not as good.
What's that one?
It's literally the same thing. It's just Blossom, and it does a little less damage.
No, but Blossom's kind of like Celebi, but like not as much.
Yeah.
Like I was trying, because I always wanted to run the Weavile Darkrai deck. I just literally never pulled a Weavile or Darkrai, but now I finally have Weavile and Darkrai. So it's like, okay, Weavile Darkrai with EX Umbreon. So I've been trying this deck out. It's been okay, but it's like, I can see it's not really that good. But it's just like, it's like I can do something, but I have to draw. And if I don't draw, then it's like, okay, well, I lose.
I just want to complete the sets, man. Like,
Yeah, they're
Monthly
making it
release,
harder
I'm
and
like
harder.
20 cards off still. There's like random cards I'm still missing fucking Leddyba. Like, why am I missing Leddyba,
me
man?
too.
From what set? From the new one?
From the new one, yeah.
Oh,
That's a 1-star rarity card. Why am I still missing it?
Like, I also think I'm missing fucking Meg Cargo as well. Oh, look, speaking of which, I got a pack right now. Let's open it.
that Magby's real good. That one where it's like I said. That
I mean,
first
all of the
version-
babies are good.
The babies
Yeah,
are crazy.
They're definitely way better than I thought they would be.
The 0 retreat cost, it's the 0 retreat cost alongside the 0 attack cost.
Energy, yeah,
Yeah. The fact that you just get free energy turn 1, basically.
yeah, it's so good.
Is that
Oh,
it?
look, I got a full art Magby.
There you
Nice.
go. All right, there you
Is
go.
that it for
I
today?
already have it.
I think we're pretty much tapped out. It was 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little under, but basically.
Cool. I think that's good. All right.
I think that's good too.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening. We'll be back again sometime. When do you think we'll do another? What's your schedule looking like? Because we could also just do one and have a guest.
Yeah, just have a guest, I think. I should be able to make the next one, though, if it's the next break week. Because
Okay.
we have a main show a week from Monday. Tomorrow, again, remember, everybody, tomorrow we're doing the Japan time meeting to plan out the rest of the flights. So make sure to come to that.
Does
And
everyone need to
then-
be there if it's for the rest of the flights?
Not if,
yeah, because we
oh,
got
we
we
can
got to
passport
plan some
info.
stuff with the Airbnb. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
don't be there too long, but we need to do that real fast.
Yeah, we do have to do that, though. So we're doing that tomorrow. And then the week after, we've got the Spith episode, which will be fun. And then that's going to bring us to what, the 31st of August? Or no, the 1st of September. And then the break week, we could probably do an after hours. And then I won't be there for the main show the week of September 11th. I won't be there. I'm going to
Interesting.
be somewhere special that I
Yeah.
can't talk about.
Where, man?
But
What?
you'll find out. You'll find
What?
out. It's going to be cool. I'll tell you guys
What
when we're
the
off.
fuck? End the show.
Wait,
yeah,
wait, no,
yeah,
no.
that's it,
Come
everybody.
on, man.
Um,
No.
see you
Don't do
next
this. Please.
time.